Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about winning the buy box, how that's done, how you can determine who's going to win the buy box, and kind of what you need to do in order to put yourself in the best position on Amazon. So we are looking at a page on Amazon that talks a little bit about what Amazon determines when they're looking at sellers who are going to end up in the buy box. So there's some visible things and there's some not so visible things. So Amazon weighs your ability to get in the buy box based on a couple different things. So your seller performance is key to this, okay? So your customer feedback, how many chargebacks you've gotten, how many A to Z guaranteed claims you've gotten, how many of your orders have been called defective, definitely matters, okay? How fast you can get a customer the item, the faster the better, the more likely you're going to end up in the buy box. Your price definitely matters, okay? This also talks about participation in fulfillment by Amazon, FBA, right? That determines how likely you are to get in the buy box. And also your time and experience on the Amazon selling service is a key component to this, okay? Also your status as a professional seller. So I'm going to show you this in action here a little bit. So we're looking at this knife, right? This is a Bear Grylls knife. You guys probably know him. The survival guy who's always stuck in a tricky situation. So he's drinking his own piss or whatever. Anyhow, he has this knife on here, and I'm going to show you how that's going right now. So, right now, Amazon themselves are in the buy box. So when Amazon is on an item, they're going to be in the buy box most of the time, okay? That's just how it is. One factor into that, they don't have to pay the 15% selling fee that you do, okay? So you can see the lowest, the second lowest competitor, $28.99. These guys are at about 25, 24, about 40 cents off, about 25 bucks, right? They're about $4 cheaper. That's a considerable sum, and that's because they don't have to pay that 15%, okay? But then we'll look and we'll see what happens if Amazon maybe runs out of this. You know, that's a way that you could be successful selling this item, because nobody's not going to buy it from Amazon. It's $4 cheaper. You're going to get it on Prime. It's going to be just as fast. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. But the guy who's second place, he's fulfillment by Amazon. He's got 98% positive. You have about 5,000 ratings, right? Now, where I was talking about stuff you can see and stuff you can't see, we don't specifically know his seller performance metrics. That's something that the seller, that's between the seller and Amazon. That's in the seller back end that they can see, right? We can't see that. We can just guess at what that is. Okay, we do know that it can get to the customer fast. We do know that it's significantly cheaper. It's about $4 cheaper than the next guy who's not FBA. We do know that he has a pretty good rating. Maybe if he was 4 stars, I don't think Amazon even lets you be FBA with 4 stars, but maybe if he was at 95%, maybe he'd be a little bit less than even these guys. I don't know, to be honest with you. But he would have a drop that suffered. Okay, so the next guy here, we see he's at $42.99 and $43.66. Okay, these two guys. So they're not fulfilled by Amazon. And you can see right here, this one says it arrives between November 25th and 30th, and this one arrives between November 28th and December 5th. So you can see sooner and later, and see that's how that stacks. We've got the prices are stacking, the speed is stacking, the reputation is stacking down, okay? The only one big difference is that this guy has a 99% with 100,000 ranking, and this guy has 96% with 24,000 ratings. So that's one distinct difference, okay? But he is cheaper in price by $1, almost $1, okay? than Portable Guy. So price makes all the difference among these guys. If you're one of these guys, you're not using FBA, okay, price is going to be a big issue. But also, you see right here, this guy is a slot up because Portable Guy over here, his stuff is going to arrive later than Hardware Sales Inc. So that's stuff to take into consideration there. So I'm going to pull this other page over here. So what does this all mean? So in gauging whether or not you can be competitive on an item, you want to check and see if Amazon is on the item, if there are FBA sellers on the item, and you want to check and see if you can be competitive with them. Because your only chance for getting sales is being more competitive than their price, right? Or really when you're competing with Amazon, hopefully they'll run out of inventory. Okay? But what you need to just focus on in the meantime, which will help you overall, getting good prices, getting good costs on your items is key, of course, but also making sure you meet your seller performance standards, okay? You want to have low defect rate, you want to have a low pre-fulfillment cancellation rate, and you have a low late shipment rate, okay? This shows where you need to be at. Amazon will actually turn you off if you don't abide by these standards. Now, if you do FBA, you won't have any problem keeping these. But if you fulfill yourself, you could possibly have it. You need to watch very carefully so that you can keep your seller performance standards up at a high level, okay? So you need to make sure your performance is really strong. You need to make sure that you're really doing what you need to be doing, and that'll just help you in the long run. But as far as winning the buy box goes, it's pretty much all you need to know. The only other thing that I think I left out was the amount of units you have does play a little bit of a factor in your placement in the buy box too, okay? So if you only have one left, somebody with 10 at the exact same price, at the exact same seller performance metrics, at the exact same ratings, with the exact same feedback, might rank over you. So know that too. I've seen that happen before. Even though it's definitely a rare thing. You shouldn't really worry about it, but that could be a fact too. The more you have, more inventory you have, the better, because they don't want somebody to come want to buy 10 of these knives for Christmas gifts and then go in here and then not be able to buy 10 of them and only be able to buy 5. They want to put the guy with 10 above the guy with 5. So that's something right there. But I hope this helped you out. And like and comment this video, please, and subscribe. And I'll have more e-commerce tips for you coming here soon. Thanks.